Hello, Big Blue Nation. Welcome to Just the Cats. My name is Michael Bennett on this Wednesday,
Hump Day,
July 29th, as we celebrate the last Wednesday of this month. And, boy, it's hard to believe it's going to be August 1st on Saturday. Is that right, Justin?
Yeah, it is hard to believe. Well, no, it'd be, Saturday. Yeah.
Is it, here, I'll just look right now.
No, it's
Saturday.
You're right.
It is Saturday.
I had to remember how many days July had.
Yeah, I can't ever remember that. I was never good with the months and the days.
You don't do the mountain thing with your fingers?
I don't even know what the mountain thing is.
Oh, really?
Wait, I got to learn this now.
So if you put your hands together like this, look at the camera.
Yeah,
then
I got them.
So you got knuckle, that's a high. So January, 31. February, low. March, 31. April, low. See what I'm saying? So, like, all your knuckles equal the months with more days.
What now? March is the pinky.
No, March. Okay.
I mean, January is the pinky.
January's the pinky knuckle.
So 30 days.
Then 31. But then you go
that's
to
not higher.
No, January's 31. That's why it's your knuckle. And then you go between your knuckles is the valley. That's February. Your next knuckle's March, 31.
Okay.
April, May, June, July, and just keep going like that.
April has 30. Yep. May has 31. June has 30. July has 31. Wow.
And then if you go over to your next hand,
August.
You've got another knuckle, so you know August has 31. Yeah.
Yeah, August. September has 30. Oh, my gosh, that is mind-blowing right there.
I'm surprised you never heard that.
I have never heard that before. Now I will never. Just by using something different like that, that's totally. I look like an idiot. I know I do. Thanks for putting us on YouTube. But I was just like, that blew my mind. I have never heard that in my life before. But now I learned something from Justin Kalen and IU. Is that what you learned first day at IU?
No, that's actually how they taught us in like elementary school. I don't remember really? How many days were in the months.
Clearly, I went to the wrong place.
Yeah.
And but shout out to Chance Kindergarten and Kentucky Country Day. So there you go. But anyway, I'm proud of those two schools, even though one of them kicked me out. But anyway, so by the way, we talked about it briefly on your show. Psych to everyone that thought I-65 was going to be open. They get. I love how the political leaders of this state get on all the news channels. Oh, we're so proud of this. If you can believe it, we're opening earlier. It's going to be open at midnight tonight. And I actually thought about this. I looked at Patricia. I said, this is the smallest town thing you could ever do. I said, Patricia, let's go drive a I-65.
You did not.
I certainly did. And she's like, are you 12? I'm like, I just kind of something I'd do. I don't know. But, yeah, it wasn't open, was it?
So, from the way I understood it, it was open.
Northbound lane is open. The southbound lane, from what I understand, is still closed.
There is a part, I believe southbound is open. But
it's now open? Okay, because it wasn't on the news this morning. It was still closed.
But there's a part of it that is closed by, like, Catherine Street, maybe,
well,
downtown.
Then why drive it?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not open. That's still closed.
I don't think the whole thing. I just think there was a couple lanes that didn't.
It's the dumbest thing ever. I just, oh my gosh, I get so frustrated with the city of Louisville, Kentucky, and the state of Kentucky.
But you don't have to take 65, right?
Well, I do if I want to go to certain places. So, for instance, if I'm driving from my house to Churchill Downs, that is the way I go. I go 71. I go River Road to 71, 71 to 65, 65 to whatever the road is that gets me off there at the fairgrounds and takes me to Central Avenue. And I turn right on Central, and boom, I'm right there.
It does still show on the traffic map that it's closed, by the way, going north.
Okay, so we don't know what's going on. This morning it was closed because they were making a big deal on it, how the certain people were out there making speeches. I'm not going to make fun of them, but they did look kind of ridiculous. And here they're making the speech, and then it's not even open today.
Go figure.
I'm right there with you. So between that and then I was entertained this morning as I was getting some work done by something going across my backyard.
Ooh, what was it?
And I'm like, is that trash or is it moving? And I couldn't really see because my back window had moisture all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, I'm getting outside. I went out on the deck, and I'm like, what is that thing? It was mostly white. And I'm like, oh, crap, that's a skunk. So I had a skunk going through my backyard this morning. And I'm like, thank goodness I don't have a dog. And thank goodness it wasn't close to me. I mean, it was way in the backyard. So I looked up immediately. Is it good to have skunks around your house? And it says yes, it is.
I would say yeah. Because what do they eat?
Grubs.
Yeah.
Mice.
Mm-hmm.
Rodents. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they do dig holes.
That's fine.
I don't want holes in my backyard.
I mean, you're going to get them from somewhere, right? Moles or groundhogs or something.
Yeah, I do have a family of chickmunks that live under my front porch that have cracked my front sidewalk because of the holes they dug.
Chipmunks are, in my opinion, the cutest animal around.
Are they really?
There is nothing cuter than a chipmunk.
You ever watch those guys that have odd animals as their pets, like raccoons, squirrels, all that kind of stuff? Mm. And I'm like, that seems like the coolest thing.
Hey, speaking of animals, I was actually thinking about you early this morning. I was looking up.
That's scary.
Actually, I don't know how I even ran across it. But are you familiar with a capybara?
With a what?
A capybara. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
So it's a big, huge rodent.
Okay.
And
how do you spell that?
Capybara.
Capybara. Okay.
So I had no idea until this morning. These are in Florida.
Really?
There is an established population of capybara in Florida.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right
They're
now.
so
and
cool.
Immediately it has a guy that has one as a pet. Then it has a lady that has one as a pet.
I want to say there's a petting zoo here in Kentucky.
Oh, really?
Where you can actually go interact with capybaras.
Well, when I left here last week, there was a petting zoo right here in the parking lot of the radio station.
Oh, they have that?
Yeah.
That's fun.
And I'm like, no, it's not. Where they parked the pets and where they had everything. It's like, I'm ready to run over these people.
Well, you got to go out the other way.
Oh, okay. I didn't think. Well, I go one way. I mean, I always go the same way every time. If you mess me up, make me go a different way, I'm all messed up the rest of the day. But they had a wild turkey just walking around the parking lot. I didn't know you could have a wild turkey that would just stay around the vicinity of the people that own it.
That means it's not wild then, right?
I guess so. I don't know. All right. If you had an exotic pet, what would you want it to be? Would it be this capybara?
Yeah, I think it would have to.
Would it really?
I think so. Yeah, they're really cool.
I hate to tell you, I'd probably want a tiger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what exactly, or a big bear.
I would want a jaguar.
A jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you just said that.
That's how you say it.
No, it's not. It's jaguar.
It's not a jaguar.
It's a jaguar.
But Gagwire. Jaguar.
Yeah, you're going to say it the way the British guy says it on the commercial, aren't you? Jaguar. But no, I would want a tiger or something along those. I was always envious of those magicians out in Las Vegas, Siegfried and Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember them?
Mm-hmm.
They've been in a couple of movies. They were in Vacation, all that kind of stuff. Vegas Vacation. And I'm like, man, those guys are lucky. And then one of them kills the other one. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know. That seems like it would be the coolest thing ever. But I think what would make me go broke is feeding them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I could afford that.
Why do you think Carol Baskins put her husband in the meat grinder?
Oh,
it's cheaper.
Gosh. Yeah, that's a lovely subject. Anyway, but thanks for mentioning that part right there. But okay. So yesterday, some unfortunate big news that came out of the University of Kentucky as we found out that the brand new University of Kentucky football general manager, Pat Biondo, announcing abruptly that he's leaving UK for personal reasons. And I've asked everyone not to ask questions about it. Just please keep it personal because it's personal reasons. That makes me want to ask questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because this is a guy that came from Oregon, that was literally on the jet with Will Stein when they came from Oregon and announced Will Stein as the head coach of the football program. And for him to just abruptly leave after only, a couple of months, and now he's gone?
Yeah, when did he get hired even?
That's a good question. I don't remember the exact date. But
I don't feel like it's been but 3 months.
It hasn't. No, it ain't been that. But you look at this and you think, okay, what could the personal reasons be? And there's a number of them out there. And rather than go dark, I want to keep one right here. Could it have been what Will Stein said at the SEC Media Football Days? The reason UK is doing well is because of me. That was literally the first thing I thought of.
That's it. I'm out of here. I can't do it anymore. If you're not giving me credit, I'm done.
Exactly. Because doesn't Pat Biondo deserve some credit for this football team that they're and all these players that they're bringing in? It can't be just because of Will Stein. I think Will Stein definitely gets a good portion of the credit, but shouldn't the GM get some of the credit as well?
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, but I have a hard time believing that's the reason he's leaving.
I would hope not.
But I love.
I'm just trying to have fun.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to have fun. I would hope not. That's the reason, but something has happened, especially when they say it's a personal reason. Does that make you feel? It's something within the family. Does that? Yeah.
That typically, tells me
somebody doesn't like Lexington. In that
I feel like maybe, I don't know, somebody's sick or something where he's not going to be able to concentrate fully on his job.
Yeah, it's really a shame because it was a great fit. I like the two of them working together, and especially when you bring somebody from Oregon. Now he's out here. I'm at wit's end. I really don't know. No one is saying anything. I called a number of people yesterday. None of them know the reason why. And then I started getting the calls. Michael, is somebody going to take the job? And I'm like, I have no idea. So don't ask me. He's already got a job. Don't ask me if he's going to take this job. So, yeah. Oh, my phone blew up yesterday.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to say the name. It's not worth saying it.
But we all know the name.
Yeah. But I have no idea. And so I'm not going to say anything. I just but it would be interesting. Man, what you talk about heel. You talk about playing heel right there. If somebody took the job back at you.
I mean, that would provide us just a month of electric radio.
Oh, absolutely. And then guess what? Then you have the game in Lexington against that former team. That would be a lot of fun. But anyway, I have no idea. But it's a shame. I'm sorry for Pat Bionde. Whatever the personal issue is, I hope everything is okay. All joking aside. I hope it can be corrected. I hope everything will be okay, whatever the issue is, and maybe you'll find your way back to Kentucky one day. Mm-hmm. So, is this devastating for Will Stein? No. Is this disappointing for Will Stein? Absolutely.
It makes his job harder.
Yeah, sure it does.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, and now you're getting ready to start fall practice, and now you got your GM exiting. That makes it real difficult. Well, it makes it difficult. I'm going to say it makes it real difficult, but it does make it a little bit of a damper. I mean, all the good stuff happening, and then you get this.
Yeah.
Is it embarrassing? No. It's not
so.
Embarrassing. You can't help stuff like this, whatever it is. But this is not devastating news, okay? But it's just a little on the disappointing side.
Now, had this been a year from now and you got great results from him and you could really see what he's been able to do with the football program, maybe you're disappointed. But, yeah, I mean, but like I said, it hasn't even been long enough, so I don't even know what he has done.
Well, I mean, he certainly has brought in some of the players, made negotiations with them that have definitely succeeded. So he's gotten things going on. I mean, the train's rolling. It just hasn't really necessarily left the station.
Yeah, but should he get all the credit for that?
No. I never said he should get all the credit for that. I'm saying he should get a portion of the credit, though. But no, the train has started. It just has not left the station, okay? I'm not going to use my analogy of blue collars and what was I using yesterday in sandwiches or whatever it was. See, somebody was making fun of me online because I said
eggs and blue cars.
Eggs and blue car. I said blue cars. They thought I said eggs and blue collars. And I didn't say blue collars.
No, that's just what the like that. So that's like a texting thing where it can figure out what it can. What's the word I'm looking for? It like translates what you're saying.
Transcribes.
There
Yeah. And you're having problems today.
My God.
Can I just say
I'm tripping over all my words.
What's a little on the scary side is Justin Kalen is starting to sound more and more like Michael Bennett.
I will never sound like Michael Bennett because I will always say names right.
Now don't give me a little bit of a dirty look right there.
Dirty.
You hurt my feelings yesterday, by the way. I want everyone to know you hurt my feelings.
When?
I invited you to go do something with me yesterday, and you said L-A-O or L-A-M-O. That kind of hurt my feelings.
You want to tell the folks what you invited me to do?
Yeah, I thought it would be fun. And by the way, I'm going to do that next Monday. So
That's
next
fine.
Monday, University of Kentucky has their media football days here in Lexington at the football stadium. I did it a few years back where I did the show from the stadium on the field. And UK has invited me to come do that again. I thought it'd be fun. I asked if you wanted to go. Your response was LMAO.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
Yeah, no, I mean I've done media football days before up in Indiana.
It's kind of boring.
Not necessarily boring.
It's just boring.
It's a long day.
It is. I'm not going to stay for the whole thing. I'm just going to go there, do the show, listen to Will Stein speak, which I'll probably miss the majority of it because he speaks at 9:30. It's like, well, thanks a lot. I'll be in and out of here. But I thought I'd go there. We're going to have on a few people. Nick Roush said he'd come on for a little bit. Larry Vaught is going to join us for a little bit, and John Wong. So I promise we won't go John Wong long, but it'll be fun to have those guys on here. Yeah. So we'll talking. That Monday will be all football. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it should be. Yeah. So you'll just have to tell me how I do this. So, but I'm looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and take our first break. 502-384-1450. You want to call in 502-414-1450 if you want to text in on the Whiskey Thief text line. You tweet me at Just Scat Radio, or you can listen to us and see Michael Bennett and Justin Kalen on YouTube if you go look up Big X Sports Radio Louisville, and you'll see us right there and listen right there. So anyway, stay right there. A lot more of Just the Cats coming right up after this. Were you much of a Depeche Mode fan? I don't even know who they are.
So, funny story. The song you sent me reminded me a lot of some songs from Grand Theft Auto. So,
oh, really?
I just went to...
I have no idea. I've never played Grand Theft Auto.
So, in my opinion, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, best Grand Theft Auto ever made, at least had the best soundtrack.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
I went to the soundtrack of one of my favorite stations on San Andreas, and I'm playing all songs from there.
Are you really?
Yep.
And Depeche Mode comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I look forward to mine because the one I originally sent you wouldn't play, which we don't have to talk about. I get it. It's fine. But then I sent you another one this morning. It's The Cult, who I like The Cult.
Wow, spoiler alert.
It's okay. Why? What's wrong with that? And it's She Sells Sanctuary. Why is that
really spoiler alert?
Who cares?
Now everybody knows what to expect.
Exactly. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I don't tell them. Oh, come on.
The stick's up.
All right, fine then. 502-384-1450. You want to call it 502-414-1450 if you want to text in on the Whiskey Thief text line. Let's get to a couple of the texts right here. Shout out to Illinois and their jersey logo deal with Busey Bank. I really hope it's pronounced the way everyone wants it to be. Well, what's the way you want it to be? To me, it's spelled Busey.
Because of Gary.
That's exactly what I thought of, was Gary Busey.
Weird guy.
Come on.
He's a weird guy.
All right. Or do you pronounce it Bussy?
Might be Bussy.
Listen, Gary Busey, I think the most... the most famous thing he did was not a movie, is the meme of him saying, I like buttered sausage.
The meme.
Meme, whatever it is, the meme. And the meme of him saying, I like buttered sausage. Is that the first thing you think of when you hear the name Gary Busey?
No.
It isn't, really?
No. First thing I think of is just how weird he looks.
Oh, come on.
I don't even know if I've ever seen the buttered sausage.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, my gosh, man. Yeah, you just say, yeah, I like buttered sausage. Let's talk about buttered sausage. And, all right, what movie do you think of when you think of Gary Busey? Because there's two that I think of right off the bat.
I'm not really all that familiar with Gary Busey.
Gosh, really? You never saw the movie The Firm with Tom...
No.
Okay, Tom Cruise.
No.
Unbelievable movie. You should go watch that. Gary Busey is in that. Plays a minor role, but it's a significant role. And he was fantastic at it. The other one, where I think he played himself, was Black Sheep with Chris Farley. You never saw Black Sheep?
I didn't.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he plays this weird guy living in a camper, former Vietnam vet, and he just acts weird. Truthfully, I think he's playing himself.
I'd be more apt to watch that one.
You would be? Black Sheep was good. It's one of those dumb movies.
It's got Chris Farley, so it has to be.
Oh, come on now.
That's all he did was dumb movies.
They were. You're gonna tell
They're
me
good movies,
Tommy
but
Boy was dumb?
The way he acts and his character in it, absolutely.
Tommy Boy is an iconic movie of today.
Don't disagree with you.
Okay.
But the way that Chris Farley acts in every single role is the exact same.
Okay. All right, then. There you go.
Just a big, goofy guy.
Well, I like Gary Busey. He was in Rookie of the Year. You saw that one, didn't you?
I did see
the
that
baseball movie. That was good. He was good in that. But he was acting in that movie. I mean, that wasn't himself, unlike Black Sheep. I like Gary Busey. So I'm going to say it's Busey Bank for Illinois.
Yeah, that's what I went with as well.
But
if it's Bussy, let us know, because I'm curious.
Yeah, Mr. Illinois, please let us know. I have no idea, but I'd like to know if it's Bussy or Busey. I don't know. You think so? You were asking me that question about UK. Would it be Central Bank? That would be the obvious answer for them to sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you said Indiana, and I agreed with that because that's probably the largest employer in Indiana.
Eli Lilly,
yeah. Which is based right there in Indianapolis. You always see the Eli Lilly or the Lilly building when you're coming into downtown.
Mm-hmm.
U of L.
I'd actually want Kilroy's for Indiana.
What's Kilroy's?
Bar.
Oh,
There's a couple of them in Bloomington, and I think there's one up in Indy as well. So they're starting to branch out. So, but they couldn't afford $20 million.
A few years back, I would have said U of L would have been Papa John's, but now no, it won't be Yum. I don't know. I mean, every major corporation has literally moved out of Louisville.
What about UPS? That was my thing.
But UPS is not based in Louisville. It's based in Atlanta, Georgia. Even though they have a large hub here in town. And I don't know if a lot of people would like it with what's happened between UPS after the plane crash and them not supporting the business here in town.
Can we stop acting like UPS did that on purpose?
Of course they didn't do it on purpose. I know,
but everybody just...
But do what's right and go take care of the people you've ruined their lives.
Everybody just comes at UPS like they intentionally did this.
But the problem, though, Justin, is they're not doing anything and not holding up to their responsibility. That's the problem. And they continue to act like, oh, we're going to do something, and they do nothing. And I know this for a fact because of my good friend that used to own a bar there called Stooges. They have done absolutely nothing. Don't get me started on that. So, but anyway, one person said, okay, Michael, Exotic, listen, you have to know more than one way to travel. The number of times I have talked to people that tell me this is the only way they know to get home when the road is closed is crazy. I-65 not being open was the longest night in Andy's life. Wait, my bad. I'm being told that was for Andy DeFreeze, not our Andy. That's an iconic text right there. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, if you don't know who Andy Dufresne is, and I said DeFreeze, but Andy Dufresne, that was in Shawshank Redemption, which was on TV last night.
Great movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great.
Oh, but that's one of those movies you can't watch on TV.
Why do you say that?
Because I
do all the time.
Yeah, but you don't get like all the cussing and stuff. I hate watching movies like that on TV because you get a lot of stuff bleeped out.
But there are a couple of channels that don't delete the cussing, and I've never understood that. This is on regular TV.
Yeah, you're right.
And so why are they getting away with letting the words come across, but then you watch the NBC, the CBS, ABC, Fox, and they bleep them out? What's the difference?
Well, it's like I was watching McAfee the other day because Kurt Signetti was on it.
Oh, yippee.
McAfee's dropping S-bombs, and I mean,
Was he really?
They're cussing left and right. I'm like, how is this possible?
Is he doing it to sound cool, though?
No, I mean, that's just how he talks.
Okay.
I don't think he, went out of his way to throw a cuss word in there.
There's a lot more people out there that dislike Pat McAfee than I ever thought there were. Because with this whole ESPN and letting go a lot of people, man, I mean, people were after him. I was surprised. I really thought I was a good portion of the minority that did not care for him.
No, he got a lot of heat because he posted a statement about it.
He did? Yeah. So it bothered him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it should have. It's like I told you when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fair for him to get heat, that everybody's getting fired. Like, it's not his fault. But everybody acts like it was, so he had to put out a statement basically saying, hey, chill. Like, this isn't what I wanted either.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame. But anyway, one person said, give Pete Nocta the job and offer it to Vince as well. Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. I mean, the season's getting ready to start. What the general manager is responsible with really doesn't affect the season right now. I mean, it's not like we need to urgently hire somebody right now, do we?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I mean, you haven't. How many years did you go without a GM? Oh, that's right. The whole of Kentucky football history.
Exactly. But that's before you started paying players legitimately. Now, I think it's become a full-time job. And, Vince is one of the top paid GMs in the country. He's one of the top 4 or 5, I think. U of L paid him a lot of money. The largest, of course, the guy over at North Carolina. which has been just an absolute debacle.
Or is he?
Yeah.
Does he still have a job?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Buzz texted in and said Gary Busey got an Academy Award nomination for the Buddy Holly story.
That's wild.
When did the Buddy Holly story come out? I mean, that's got to be a long time ago. All right. It says right here, Buddy Holly, 1978. You weren't born and I was a kid. I'm thinking I was 11, 10, something. I was 11. So, yeah. Sorry. I didn't know he was on the Buddy Holly story. So, evidently, he did a pretty good job with that. One person said, have to agree with Scoots. Gary is a scary man. And how can someone hate buttered sausage? Unfortunately, after a quick video search, the bank is named like the actor.
Huh. How about
there you go. So, for once, Michael Bennett said a name correctly.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in utter shock right there, okay? By the way, Buzz texted in and says Texas Roadhouse would be a good one for U of L.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah. That's based here in Louisville.
Yeah, but it started in southern Indiana.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. Wait.
It did.
Okay, maybe
the first one was in Green Tree Mall.
That's Louisville. That's Louisville. That is a suburb of Louisville.
Absolutely not.
Oh, we go with this argument.
We got a whole river and another city that's in between them. Absolutely not.
No.
It's not Louisville.
Okay. All right, then. Well,
if we want to call it a Kentuckiana company.
No.
It's not a Louisville company.
Listen, if that's the way you're going to act, I want to discredit, and I don't want anything Southern Indiana, and I want every local news station to stop reporting about your little area of Southern Indiana. You know what? Let Indianapolis talk about it. Louisville, Kentucky, we're sticking to Kentucky news, and the heck with the little Southern Indiana crap.
I'm out on this deal because Indy news sucks.
Oh, it does?
Oh, it's horrible.
And you think Louisville's is much better?
I like Louisville news.
Do you?
Yeah, mostly.
I like some of them.
I don't watch it a whole lot, but
some of them I like. But there are a couple of meteorologists that drive me up the wall. I'm not going to say I dislike them, but they get on my nerves. And then there are the newscasters that really, and then there are the sports newscasters that get real. There's one that really gets on my nerves. I don't dislike him, but he dislikes me. I can tell you that. And it's just like, why, man? I might be a little outspoken every now and then, but I need to stop that. Mark Pope is considering making an international hire. He mentioned that yesterday on an interview of somebody you and I know that we don't want to ever mention again. So he was on his show yesterday over in Lexington. And so he mentioned that he has already met with a high-profile international option. How do you like that? Mark Pope, this is what I like. And I'm going to give Mark Pope all the credit in the world for this because I think this is brilliant. This is where the brilliance of Mark Pope is not credited enough. This is called thinking outside the box. Because right now, it stands that the NCAA is not doing anything about the EuroLeague players. And if they do nothing about it, why not go the LSU route, what they've done down there? All they've done is gone and hired, for the most part, Euro players to come play down there. I think Mark Pope is onto something. If the NCAA does nothing, he should hire somebody, an assistant coach, that is an international hire. What do you think of this, Justin?
I mean, if that's a route that you're going to continue to try and take and get those international guys, then yeah, it seems like a great idea. Now, because I don't see Mark Pope ever going out and getting 3, 4, 5 foreign guys like you saw with Louisville last year. Or like Illinois.
LSU.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, Illinois.
And like LSU's doing this. I don't ever see Mark Pope going that route because it's Kentucky and he doesn't have to go that route. But if you're going to bring in 1 or 2 a year and you can hire a guy that's got a good relationship with a bunch of overseas guys and agents and coaches and all that, then yeah, why not? I've got no problem with it.
I don't have any problem with it. If it's not against the rules, then why not do it? And it helps your team. It helps you look better. And I'm all for it. I think this is something that UK could really do well, succeed at. You get players go. I mean, look at Momcilovic, and he's going to be a complete asset for you. I mean, you look at LSU now. Will Wade has gotten 5 players, international players, to come play at LSU this coming season. That's wild.
No, if they don't pan out, though,
I didn't say it's good. I just said that's wild. That is unusual. Will Wade has gone way outside.
Hang on, time out.
Yeah.
Will Wade did something unusual?
Well, exactly. I'm right there with you. And Will Wade is always going to the edge, and I tend to think he tends to go over the edge a little bit. But this is so LSU, it's not even funny. They hire Will Wade to come down there. Look what he's doing for basketball. They hire Lane Kiffin, and, he's a little questionable as well. LSU's doing some crazy things down there, and they are so desperate to win a championship at something. And they're not even good at baseball anymore.
Basketball's going to be awful.
You think it's not going to pan out?
I don't think. Not this year, anyways.
Really? I don't know. I'm not convinced of that yet.
I'm not convinced that football's even going to be good. I know they've got.
I think you're talking crazy.
I know they've gotten a lot of hype in this offseason, but I'm not convinced they'll be all.
But Lane Kiffin is a really good coach.
Yeah,
much as no one likes him out there except for Lane Kiffin, he's a really good coach. You can't deny that.
He's no Kurt Signetti, baby.
Oh, jeez. Okay. We're just right with that. I got to take a break to settle myself down after that. 502-384-1450, 502-414-1450 on the Whiskey Thief text line. Stay right there. All right, one person texted in 502-414-1450. You want to text me on the Whiskey Thief text line. When a whole river is in between, Louisville can't claim it. Sorry, Michael. Besides, Longhorn is better.
Stop it.
Have you tried their French onion soup, Chef's Kiss?
The only thing there that I would prefer over Texas Roadhouse, they have these stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, they're unbelievable.
See, I'm with this texter, right? Even though he's wrong about the whole Louisville thing. Louisville does claim Southern Indiana as a part of its suburb. But I'm Team Longhorn.
Where are they based out of?
I have no idea. That's a good question. I'll look that up because Texas Roadhouse, my problem with Texas Roadhouse is it's too loud, especially when they start doing the whole I got to dance in the middle and sing a song. It's just like, we don't need that. I want to just eat my steak, talk for a little bit to whomever I'm with, and I want to get out of there.
All right, I'm definitely out on Longhorn now.
Oh, where is it?
Orlando.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
I'm out.
Yeah, that makes two of us right there. That's the other problem. Why can't it be Texas Roadhouse?
Although the first one was in Atlanta, so their headquarters is just now in Orlando.
Why can't it be called Kentucky Roadhouse?
I don't understand it.
It's based in Louisville, Kentucky, and they named it a different state.
But did you know that at least now Texas has more of them than any other state?
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
They're up to 83, and for the longest time, they didn't have one.
Well, they do. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, they do have that other restaurant over there in Jeffersonville that they started. They've got two other restaurants they've started. And I'll give them a free plug. I don't care. Bubba's something.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they have that drive-through that's so good.
That Bubba's is actually the only reason that I know the prohibition date. Because they have it right there on the wall that I look at every time I'm in there.
Oh, really?
December 5th, 1933.
Huh. All right. What's the name of the other place that they've started now? There's one over here off Breckenridge Lane on DuPont Circle. I'm going to tell you right now, it has the best chicken sandwich, fried chicken sandwich.
Oh, you're talking Jaggers?
Jaggers, that's it. Bar none. And their French fries are phenomenal.
That's one place I've never been.
Jaggers?
Everybody hypes up Jaggers.
Why don't you go?
I've never been. I don't feel like I'm ever by one. And I don't want to go out of my way to one.
You do not know what you're missing. So just to let you know. But yeah, I look forward. In fact, I might go. No, I got leftovers, so I'll go there. Notre Dame, we broke the news yesterday with Ohio State and the patch. Notre Dame now has a patch deal, and it's groundbreaking. It's history in the making right here because of the fact of how much it's worth. If you haven't seen it yet, they just reached a deal with SoFi. They're a software company, is that right?
I have no idea.
Based out of, I believe, Southern California. Mm-hmm. But they got a deal worth $18 to $20 million per year.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I think it's the biggest waste of money in the world. You went with the wrong team because that is the most overrated, overpriced team in the world that will never get to a college championship. They'll be in the playoffs every year because they cried about it last year, but which is an absolute farce. Greg Sankey and the commissioner of Big Ten need to say, no, we're not doing this. We're not allowing Notre Dame to get into the playoffs just because of where their over-ranking is, because they're over-ranked every year because they play a light schedule.
They were in the championship like 2 years ago, right?
And it wasn't deserved. They play the lightest schedule in the country. Tell me they don't.
I mean, I
don't
can't.
Take a sip of water.
I don't know.
I want an answer.
I don't know what you want me to say here.
I want you to say, Michael Bennett, you're 1,000% right because I'm right.
I'm never going to do that, even if it's true.
Even if it's true, is exactly right. You will never agree with me on that. But Notre Dame is. I mean, I probably loathe Notre Dame more than you loathe Purdue, just to let you know.
You loathe Notre Dame more than I loathe anything.
You think so?
Yeah.
Notre Dame is so overrated. I get sick and tired of them getting special treatment. They get their little TV contract. Then you get to play them, play a pop team that's probably 11, 12-year-old. And it's just like, who wants to watch that? For the life of me, I don't get it. I had a client, a foot doctor here in town that went to Notre Dame. Oh, my gosh. And I had to work with him, and all he did was talk Notre Dame. You know I went to Notre Dame. Oh, yes.
Cool.
I do, doctor. They're going to be a great football team this year. It's like, nah, please stop. And it's not you, John Horlander. I'm not talking about you, John Horlander, even though you're my other buddy that I love dearly that's a big Notre Dame fan because you went to Notre Dame. But anyway, but yeah, this is somebody else. And I won't mention his name because it drove me up the wall. All he wanted to do was talk about the entire surgery. Every surgery I was in with him. Let's talk Notre Dame football. It's like, oh my gosh, man. It's the last thing I want to talk about.
Well, you'll be happy to know that Notre Dame will be back in the playoffs this year.
Because of their light schedule.
That's not good.
No. All right, go through it right now.
You get Wisconsin at home.
That's a pretty good game. But that's at home.
You get Rice at home.
Oh, tough game.
Michigan State at home.
Tough game. 3-0.
Then you got to go on the road. This will be really hard. They got to play Purdue, who's projected to finish
4-0.
Who's projected to finish 18th out of 18 in the Big Ten.
Ridiculous.
Then you're on the road at UNC. That's
5-0.
That'll be a win. Then you host Stanford.
6-0.
On the road at BYU.
7-0.
On the road at Navy.
8-0.
You host Miami. I think that'll probably be a loss.
9-0.
Oh, you're going 9-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you host Boston College.
10-0.
Then you host SMU.
11-0.
And you're on the road at Syracuse.
12-0. They're going to go undefeated this year. I'm with you. The Miami might be a tough game, but it's at home.
I think
SMU will be kind of a good game, but it's going to be a win because it's at home. This is a joke of a schedule. Please tell me I'm wrong about this.
No,
where am I wrong?
That's pretty bad.
I know. But anyway, I've woken up the text line. Okay, so sorry about that, but I have. All right, should I get to it now? I mean,
might as well.
Butter Bennett showing his cinnamon butter hate this morning. Well, every time I go to Kentucky Roadhouse, because I am now going to refuse to say the name by what it is. It should be Kentucky Roadhouse. I never get the cinnamon butter. And you know this. I think it's disgusting. I don't like cinnamon. Garrett Busey cracked his skull in a motorcycle accident, which might explain some things. Is that true? Is this true? He was the villain in Lethal Weapon. I don't remember that. Kroger has to be the patch for UK. Oh, please no. They can bring the mascots out in large shopping cart. Oh, that would be terrible. No, we're not doing that. Thank you, Texter. Yes, we got to Jaggers, and
isn't Kroger a Cincinnati thing?
Kroger is based in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
yes.
You can't do that.
I'm not a Kroger fan. I'm not Let's Go Krogering. Okay, I don't do that. I'm a Let's Go Publixing, and get their whatever sandwich.
Michael's all about the X.
I am. Careful now how you say that.
Oh, I said it how I wanted to say it.
Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Someone just gave me large font of Jaggers. I get it. I appreciate that. That was Josh, wasn't it? Yeah. But thank you, Josh. One person.
Why are you so mad, Josh? He's screaming.
I don't know. I guess he's mad because he's not on vacation anymore. My guess is that Southern Indiana is not really known for their steaks like Texas, mainly fried pork chop sandwiches the size of Garrett Busey's teeth. I can go through with the best fried pork chop sandwiches. Yeah.
Tenderloins, yeah, they're great.
Oh, my gosh, yes. That's one thing I definitely go nuts for. But anyway, Zach said Uncle Eddie said Notre Dame can suck it.
That's right, Uncle Eddie. You tell him.
Who's Uncle Eddie?
Uncle Eddie's a loyal listener. Listen.
Oh, he is really? Is this really your uncle?
Yeah, it's the brother of my dad's wife.
The whole oh my gosh, man.
My dad's wife's brother.
No, don't say it. You're the brother of your dad's wife. So your dad's brother-in-law.
Correct.
Okay, I don't know why you just wouldn't say that.
I don't know why I didn't either.
Exactly. That just made it so much more hard for me to understand. my dad's wife's husband's uncle's married brother.
Like we said,
why do you say that?
I'm struggling today.
Okay, all right, yeah, you really are. You're struggling for me to stop. So anyway, we got to take a break. Hour 2 coming right up. I hope your dad's brother's Uncle Eddie comes back and talks to us. Stay right there. More Just the Cats.
Welcome to Just the Cats with Michael Bennett.
All right, on hour number 2 on this Wednesday. If everybody wants to join us, I dare you at one time. Call us at 502-384-1450 or text me on the Whiskey Thief text line, 502-414-1450. if you want to do that. There's a lot of talk about the whole NCAA staying in place, or the bill that they're trying to introduce, and the government getting involved. Now they're trying to put into the bill that if a school does leave a conference, they have to be independent of any conference for 5 years. Do you like that idea before they can join another conference?
I don't know. So I would think in that regard that would probably be the downfall to their sports programs. Because it's going to be...
They're going to lose a lot of money, number one.
You're going to lose a lot of money. Scheduling is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Right.
I mean, look at...
How are you going to pay the NIL?
We just went through Notre Dame's schedule. They're playing Rice, for crying out loud.
Yes.
That's a product of being independent.
Yes.
You got to play schools like Rice. I mean, and think about all the smaller school or sports. Let's just pretend Kentucky leaves the SEC and has to go independent for 5 years. What happens to softball? What happens to baseball? What happens to soccer, golf? I mean, all the small sports are going to be so hard to schedule for. So I get what they're trying to do here, make it a punishment where schools don't want to leave conferences, because that makes for a bad product.
It does.
NCAA wants things to be as uniform as possible for as many years as possible.
Because who is the conference most likely to implode next?
I would say the Pac-12 again.
The Pac-12, I'm going to go out there, and I don't think I'm going on a limb by saying the ACC.
ACC, yeah.
I think that, and who are the teams that are going to be those teams that leave the ACC?
Florida State and Clemson.
I think you're leaving out another big one, though. And they've been very open about this. You're right about Florida State. Miami is falling right behind them. But I think the other team you're forgetting is North Carolina. North Carolina has been very vocal about wanting to leave the ACC. Mm-hmm. And I look at the two teams that most likely would leave the ACC and join the SEC are these two teams, North Carolina and Duke.
I can't see
I don't see Florida State.
I don't see Duke.
Let me finish. I don't see Florida State, and I don't see Miami coming to the SEC because of the fact that you got a blue blood already in Florida. You got the University of Florida. You don't want the University of Florida leaving the SEC. The reason I say Duke, and then I'll let you talk, Justin, the reason I say Duke is because whatever North Carolina does, I think Duke wants to follow them. They want to keep that rivalry up. As one goes, the other one goes. If Duke was to leave, I think North Carolina would follow. Tell me why you don't think Duke would go. I firmly believe that.
I just don't think Duke and North Carolina are as lockstep as you make it seem. I don't think what one does, the other's automatically going to do.
Oh, I do.
Just because of the rivalry.
I wholeheartedly believe
they are separated by, 5 miles? I really think that if that rivalry will still always be there, regardless of if they're in different conferences or not. They wouldn't get to play twice a year. They'd only have to play once. And God, could you imagine ESPN if they were only playing once a year as opposed to twice?
Yeah. Well, if they did come over to the SEC, you got to believe Greg Sankey's going to say, well, these two teams got to play twice a year. It's like, okay, we get it. The love fest continues for these two schools when it comes to basketball. We don't care about them in football, but we certainly care about them only in men's basketball. But no, I firmly believe, and this is not an exaggeration. This is not Michael Bennett trying to stir up some kind of conversation here. I firmly believe North Carolina and Duke will be in the SEC sooner than later.
How many years?
I was afraid you were going to ask that question. And I look at it and I say, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened within the next 5 years. I wouldn't be surprised if it took a little longer. And I would definitely say within the next 10 years, those two teams will be a part of the Southeastern Conference.
If it's that quick, I would be shocked.
Because it's 16. We got 16 teams now. How many teams does the Big Ten have?
18.
Exactly. So in order for it to be even of both conferences, the two teams that fit perfectly, Duke and North Carolina.
I don't think they do fit perfectly.
I do. Why not? Because here's why they do. Southeastern Conference has representation in every state in the South, with the exception of one state, and that state's North Carolina. We've got South Carolina. We've got everything surrounding. We don't have Virginia, but I don't think Virginia and Virginia Tech are two sexy teams to bring to the Southeastern Conference. I think that potentially could happen down the road, but there's more population in the state of North Carolina, so you got more eyeballs. It's going to mean more money. So that's why the Southeastern Conference and Greg Sankey will go after North Carolina, Duke.
See, I don't think so, because I'm thinking about it more from a well-rounded perspective, and I don't think from.
What do you mean by well-rounded?
Like sports across the board. If I'm bringing in two teams from an outside conference, I want to make sure that they are going to be as good as possible at every sport across the board before I bring them in. And
so Florida State and Miami is a better option?
I mean, yeah. At least Miami for sure. I think they're
Miami?
They're at least always in it in basketball. They're never like a basketball powerhouse, but they're always a powerhouse in football. Whereas with Duke and North Carolina, they're not going to provide anything for the SEC in terms of football. That does
not
nothing.
Yet.
That does not ever. That does nothing for them.
North Carolina has a really good baseball program.
Okay.
Basketball.
Obviously.
And then I don't know much about their minor sports after that. I just don't. Duke has been okay. They haven't been deplorable when it comes to football. But they have been pretty good in the past with women's basketball and men's basketball.
I don't think Duke would leave. With all the history of the
right.
And now if the ACC completely falls apart, maybe this is a scenario I could see happening. But
the ACC is going to completely fall apart. I'm just telling you it's going to happen.
Okay, well, I'll believe that when I see it.
Okay.
And I don't think Duke's leaving until then. There's too much history with Duke and the ACC for them to want to bounce.
There's too much history with North Carolina, and yet they want to leave.
To get away from Duke?
No, that's not the reason. They don't want to get away from Duke. They want to stay with Duke, and that's why I'm convinced that the powers that be in Tar Heel Nation would want to make sure that the Blue Devil Nation's going along with them. And I just think they would. I firmly believe that. This is not an exaggeration. I firmly believe that. Now, Greg Sankey, is he killing SEC football?
How so?
Because of enforcing every SEC team to play 9 SEC games.
I mean, isn't that...
Some people are saying this will be the death of SEC football.
I mean, I don't think so, because, I mean, I think it provides for more games. So you're going to get more eyeballs, which is going to provide you more TV money. I don't think it's going to kill the SEC.
Why are so many and not so many? Why is every single football coach within the Southeastern Conference complaining about this? None of them like it.
I mean, it's just because it's another game added onto your schedule. It's super hard.
Yeah,
you can't can't really control what your schedule looks like anymore.
I mean, who's going to benefit from this? What teams are there any teams that will benefit from playing a 9-game SEC schedule?
Yeah,
I think that's a fair question. Oh, really? You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Who?
I mean, I don't have anybody specific, but
But then why?
I guess I could point to the Georgias, Alabama, Florida. I don't have any idea.
I don't see how it benefits them. I think it hurts them. Now, granted, I think the Southeastern Conference is always going to get how many into the playoffs? 4?
4. Yeah.
Yeah. I think from that standpoint, the committee will always look at the Southeastern Conference. Well, they played a really difficult schedule. So it'll guarantee them four teams every single year. Now, what worries me is it always going to be the same 4 teams every year. That's what concerns me the most. Is it always going to be Texas, Georgia, Alabama, and whoever the other one that's close, either LSU, Oklahoma, or any of these other teams that are always kind of right there, Tennessee and Florida, virtually on the edge that get in every other year. That's what worries me the most. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be the haves and the have-nots. And guess what? I worry Kentucky will be one of those have-nots.
No, not under Stein.
You're already believing.
I'm believing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, did you see Brett Bielema's comments on the SEC yesterday?
No, I did not.
So, coach at Illinois, it's Big Ten Media Days. So, right off the bat, within an hour, he already set the headline.
Oh, I did see this.
Said that, basically called out Greg Sankey that he's got to protect the SEC and that they want to, quote, live in 2005 forever.
Yeah.
Meaning that and Brett Bielema, basically, he elaborated on it, and he said, heck, half the guys I have on my team, my left tackle, my right tackle, if it was 5 years ago, they wouldn't be here playing for me. They'd be with the SEC. So I thought that was an interesting call out.
Yeah, it was. It's like we're always in the back of their minds over there. And I never understand why. Why would you bring up another conference and picking on them like this?
Because the SEC is going to bring themselves up. If you're not talking about them, they're talking about themselves.
Oh, then let them talk about themselves. Let them look foolish. You're just driving the point that the SEC is right. So every time you talk about them, it's just like, okay, well, you're proving them right. You're not proving them wrong. And everybody's going to like, well, let's focus on the SEC. When you're at a Big Ten media football conference, you should concentrate only on the Big Ten, not any other conference out there.
I don't disagree.
And I think it's foolish of him to bring up the SEC and do a comparison there. Just like with Eli Drinkwitz, bringing up the Big Ten. I thought that was stupid. What are you doing?
There's so many coaches, though, at these media days that they just go in wanting to make a headline.
Oh, all right. So you don't think it's sincere?
No, I mean, I think there is a small part of sincerity about it, but I think a larger chunk was probably just trying to make a headline.
Yeah. I guess so, but I just like, why do they need to make a headline?
It's great. I mean, get eyes on your program.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's lawn cutting day.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It is.
I know. Sorry. I just totally squirreled on you. But I really struggle with this when they do that, because I'd forgotten about that, and as soon as you started talking about it, it's like, oh, yeah, I remember this. And I thought that was just a dumb thing to do. One person texted in, of course, Fancy Pants Bennett prefers Publix. Is that really Fancy Pants?
It seems Fancy Pants. Yeah.
It does?
It kind of boozy.
Why? Why is Publix that way? They're new in Louisville. Why are they all of a sudden fancy?
Because they came from Florida.
What's that got to do with anything?
It feels bougie.
Because you come from the state of Florida, you're now bougie?
Yeah, you're trying to take over all of our grocery stores.
Okay, so if I hope so, because the one that's been here for long is not the greatest. When will the sly gloating end? We can't all own horses, buddy. Okay. Wow. You know, the funny part is, you know where we do majority of our grocery shopping?
No.
Walmart.
Ew.
Why? It's the best prices.
I don't go into Walmart.
You don't?
No.
Yeah. So,
although I had to go to Walmart a couple weeks ago to get a pair of shoes. Got it because I forgot them. I was playing softball and didn't bring them with me. Bought a pair of tennis shoes. They are nice looking.
Are they really?
$11. I was pumped. I couldn't believe it.
Do you have them on?
No. But
I would like to see a picture of these 11.
They're in my car. I'll go grab them.
Are they really?
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to see that. Yeah.
They're good-looking shoes.
Mr. Bougie Bennett right here does not go all the time and spend. Listen, I'm probably one of the more frugal people you'll ever meet in your life. Like today, I'm going back home, and guess what I'm having for lunch? Leftovers. Exactly. I don't have a problem with it. So, I could go on, but I won't. John here. I'm not sure about all this stuff about teams leaving conferences and this 5-year rules. I'm right there with you, John. I am not sure how I feel about that. However, one day, the biggest school college athletics teams, especially in basketball, such as Kentucky, Duke, and other programs, might just leave and start their own league in general. I believe that may happen one day.
I think that's more likely than.
Do you really?
Yeah.
In other words, just have a basketball conference?
I don't know. I feel like everyone's just getting so fed up with the NCAA that we're going to get to a point where everybody's like, all right, let's form our own thing here and just leave the NCAA.
Well, see, I think that's what Greg Sankey would want to do.
Yeah.
And if I guarantee you that's what the Big Ten commissioner wants to do. He would love it to just have a Big Ten SEC league, and that'd be it.
That'd be awesome.
And they have their own rules, and yeah. Would it be awesome, though?
I think it would. Because then, just think, you wouldn't have to pay attention to so many schools that we really even care about to begin with? No.
Like who? Who don't you care about?
Like, I don't want to watch New Mexico basketball, or I don't know why they were the example, but just
yeah, poor New Mexico. What they do to Justin Kalen?
We just don't have to pay attention to so many schools.
Do you hear that, New Mexico?
Yeah, I'm calling you out, New Mexico. On a Wednesday morning at 9:20.
I would have figured somebody else completely different than I would have figured you would have wanted to just say, screw it, let's get rid of Purdue.
Yeah.
That's what I would have figured you say, not poor New Mexico.
If we just wanted to get rid of Purdue, that'd be great, so Indiana could start getting some in-state recruits again.
Why do you dislike Purdue so much?
Because they just
Is it the fan base, or is there something about the school itself?
So there's a lot. I've told you the burrito story, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one reason. They are literally every good in-state recruit in the last 5-10 years. They've all gone to Purdue because they're just more hope and faith in Matt Painter.
Yeah.
But my main thing about Purdue is, and if you go up to a game, you'll experience this. Whether it's football, basketball, doesn't matter. Every single game they play, Michael, they have a cheer where they chant IU sucks.
Oh, that's what it is.
I'm good if you all want to do that if you're playing IU, but when you're playing the school of the blind and you're just chanting IU sucks, why does Indiana live so rent-free in Purdue's head? They are such freaking losers.
Well, the part I don't get is why the L's down bothers so many U of L fans. I mean, you're doing the L's up to us, so if we do the opposite, why can't we do that?
I mean, the whole everything I just mentioned,
Texas, yes,
everything I just mentioned about Purdue is true with Kentucky fans in Louisville. I mean, they'll pan to a Kentucky fan in the crowd as you all are playing Youngstown State, and they'll throw L's down.
Exactly.
It's like, what are we doing?
See, I'm right there with you. And then I was worried the SEC was going to fail the conference by saying, okay, anybody that does the horns down is going to have a sportsmanlike penalty, like they did in the Big 12. Mm-hmm. I thought the Big 12 caved. And it's like, listen, if they can do horns up, you shouldn't. You should be allowed to do horns down.
Yes,
now, if you're going to make it illegal in a rule that unsportsmanlike conduct for doing horns down, then it should be unsportsmanlike conduct if it's horns up. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay, that's what I've always believed. So
never understood that phrase.
I don't either, but I've used it, and so I just said it. I have no idea what it means. What is a gander?
Not sure.
Is that the girl goose?
I don't know.
The goose is the male goose, and the gander is the female goose.
What is
a gander? Nice job. You're squirreling as much as I am. I don't know.
Yeah, a male goose is a gander.
Oh, the male goose is a gander. Okay, there you go. What's good for the woman is good for the man.
That's true.
And
more times than not.
So what's good for Texas should be good for the rest of the conference as well. And what's good for the conference should be good for Texas. So you know what? I think it's okay. If you're going to do the whole horns up, I should be allowed to do the horns down.
Yep.
Don't you agree?
If you're playing Texas.
If you're playing Texas.
Throwing random horns down when you're not playing Texas, I just think
that's kind of goofy.
That's loser mentality.
Yeah, I don't. And you know what? To do it with opposing coach, I never liked that either. And even if you're kind of kidding there, it's just like, that's a little on the disrespectful side. So anyway, but all right, we'll go and take a break because it's 9:24 and I'm supposed to take one at 9:20. But we'll take one right now. 502.
We never take them on time.
I know. I'm sorry. All right.
It ain't no big deal for me.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best to stop at 9:40 when we come back, okay?
No shot.
It won't happen.
No
but,
shot.
502-414-1450. Send me some texts, and I'll read them on air. Stay right there. We got 2 more segments of Just the Cats today. I like this song. This is one of those songs I turn up. So, all right, University of Kentucky, well, I shouldn't say UK. La Familia is headed to the semis tonight, playing in Lexington at the historic Memorial Coliseum at 7 o'clock. If you want to watch it, that'll be televised tonight. But we got the game tonight. It is a whiteout if you're going to show up for it. So they're asking everybody to wear anything white. And most likely, if you want to provide helmets for the players, they're asking for that too, because they're worried that Kansas is going to come in there, the alumni team, and start a fight. So, but anyway, this is going to be a wild game. There were not any ejections from the game tonight, or suspensions, I should say. But that game against Wichita State they had the other night, their alumni team, was a wild game. They're starting to tell more and more about that and what all happened. Did you see where a woman in the stands got hit?
I did.
Broke her nose.
Yeah.
The bone was coming out of the skin. And the dude that did it's like, he tweeted something out. Yeah, I knocked him to the floor. And then he immediately deleted it like a few hours later. And then sends out some apology. I'm to the point now, man, when you get a broken nose, going to a basketball, of all things, an alumni basketball game, should the guy be arrested and charged with assault and then sued to take care of all her health?
No.
Why?
Because, that's the risk she takes sitting on the floor.
Wow, man.
You've got to know. And if you do have floor seats, you have to be cognizant of what's going on around you. I know there's going to be some things.
I don't know if you can get away from that, though.
That's what I was going to say, if you would let me finish. I know there's some things you're going to not be able to get out of the way of, and that's going to happen. But, you take that chance when you get floor seats. Whoa.
Are they okay over there?
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. That was really loud.
I'm unlocking my window right now.
It's very distracting.
If you can't hear it on air,
I don't think you probably can.
There is somebody across the hall that is absolutely screaming. I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. So anytime anybody that would come after me, if I was there on the basketball court, I'm out of there. It's just like, this is not me. So, okay. But, all right, so the game's going to be played tonight, 7 o'clock at Memorial. What are we thinking about this game, Justin? I look at this and I'm not sure about this because you got Zeke Mayo, who scored 25 points the other night against the Aftershocks. Because there's only really 3 players on this team: Zeke Mayo, Jacob Hanna, and Frank Mason. 2 of the 3. Well, go ahead.
I'd say Mario Chalmers as well.
Would you?
Yeah. Chalmers
didn't really do anything. He only scored 3 points the other night.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that got ejected.
Okay. So he would have done better, you think, if he had stayed in the
Maybe
game.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 3 points is all he had. But, yeah, those 3 players, 2 of the 3 are from Kansas. The other one is from, what school was it? It was some school I've literally never, ever heard of. But Washburn, that's it. So Jacob Hanna's from Washburn. But
never heard of Washburn.
I haven't either. I didn't know who that was. But anyway, are you surprised they were not suspended because of this fight?
No, it's TBT. This is supposed to be a fun tournament in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
No. If this happens across any other level of basketball, yeah, they're suspended, but you can't take the fun away and the good players away from a tournament that's already not getting the most eyeballs.
But then you're teaching them it's okay to have fights. Let's act like grown-ups. This is an alumni team. This yes, it does mean $2 million.
Right. And that's the thing.
Come on, man.
You would fight if it was $2 million, too.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be out of there.
If the time called for it, you would.
Yeah. I like I told you the other day, I've never been in a fight before, and I hope to, knock on wood, hope to never be in a fight.
Because you'll lose.
I'm sure I would. I don't know how to fight. I don't want to fight. I just like, why do you get so upset that the first thing you think of is you want to hit somebody? It's like, no, I don't, that's the last thing I think of. I try to diffuse it and make it funny. It's like, dude, it's okay. By the way, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to watch it. Do we want to save our predictions for before we end the show, or should we talk about them now?
I don't really know which way I'm going to lean.
I don't either
right now.
I really don't. I mean, I'm almost coming in here thinking I can go two ways with this. I can go with Kansas just came from a game where they were in a altercation, a physical altercation. Kind of feel like they might play a little timid because of that. Mm-hmm. It might work the opposite way.
Well, and
on the other hand, they might come in there and say, no, we're here to fight. We are going to fight.
Well, I think both of these teams are coming off games where, quite frankly, I didn't expect them to win. I did not expect either team to get past their last opponent. So,
you expected Aftershocks to win?
I did. I mean, they're the defending champion,
right?
So I thought they would walk all over Jayhawks, but they didn't. I thought Boeheim's Army would beat La Familia. They didn't.
Yeah.
So now you have two teams in this game that I don't know that anyone expected to even be in this game. So trying to figure out how it's going to go has been really difficult.
And see, I don't know anything about the other two teams that are in it, the ones that are playing out in Las Vegas.
God, no.
Is anybody even going to those games?
That's a great question.
They're televised, aren't they? Or are they just showing only the alumni games? Because I haven't watched anything else other than the alumni teams.
I'm pretty sure they've been televised.
They have been? Okay. Yeah. I just like to know, are they just playing in one of those? Remember when Kentucky went down to the Bahamas and they played in a ballroom? Mm-hmm. I thought that was the weirdest thing.
So the other side is Davis Steel, which I have never heard of Davis Steel.
Yeah.
And then Heartfire, which Heartfire's in this every year. So I would imagine they're probably going to win, but who knows?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, is Las Vegas, they're putting spreads out, so people are betting on it, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And is it creating good money? I mean, is it, are people really betting on it? Okay.
I mean, if I haven't bet on it, then there's not a big faction of people that are.
Really? Okay.
Because I bet on everything.
That is true. You do bet on everything. But anyway, Zach texted out, UK and Purdue's fan bases sound very familiar, always worried about the other school in the state. See, I don't agree with that, Zach. I just, U of L is equally as worried about UK as UK is worried about U of L. Oh, no.
Disagree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you're again wrong today, but well, I'll go ahead and put up with your decision right there. But
Kentucky fans will bring up Louisville any chance they can. Louisville won't do the same. And maybe
man, are you wrong about that?
Maybe results have something to do with that. But I feel like Kentucky talks way more about Louisville than Louisville Kentucky.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Whatever you say. But, yeah. Because I hear more from U of L fans, I hate UK. And this is like, well, why? I mean.
Because they always beat your ass.
Yeah, well, that's probably majority of the reason right there. So yesterday or a couple days ago, somebody put out the rankings of college baseball recruiting class for 2026 and the top 25. And man, is it a top 25 to behold. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
And this is the crazy part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the top 10 come from one conference. Number 1, Vanderbilt. Number 2, LSU. 3, Tennessee. 4, Texas. 5, Stanford. I didn't know Stanford was good at baseball. 6 is Mississippi State. 7, Florida. 8, Virginia. 9, Arkansas. And number 10, the University of Kentucky. How do you like that?
So you're 10th overall, but 8th in the SEC.
Exactly. Isn't that the crazy part? Here they think they got they do have a great recruiting class coming in, but you're still 8th. You're still 500 in the top. You're 8th out of 16 teams, right in the middle of the bunch. How crazy is that? And see, here we go with Vanderbilt again. Now, Vanderbilt's always been pretty good at baseball.
Yeah.
But here they are, number 1. To me, there's your little indication right there. They are spending money at Vanderbilt on sports, okay? Beware of Vanderbilt. I can't emphasize that. And you still don't believe me about this, do you, Justin?
No, I mean, I'm just sick of you slobbering all over Vanderbilt all the time.
I'm not slobbering. I'm telling the truth.
You love Vanderbilt.
Oh my gosh,
And it's
man.
exhausting. It is
Are
kind
you
of exhausting.
teasing me?
No, I'm honest.
I do not love Vanderbilt.
If someone listened to this show specifically
I'm
this
just
week,
worried about it.
specifically this week, they would
Okay.
think that Michael Bennett was a Vanderbilt fan.
I am not a Vanderbilt fan. I'm not even close to being a Vanderbilt fan. Now, did I enjoy Diego Pavia last year and his excitement the last 2 years? Yes, I did enjoy that.
Not bad.
I
for
thought
a
it was
5'8"
fun.
guy.
See, and that's the fun part about this is that he's a guy that should not have succeeded in Division I football, much less the SEC, and he did. That's it. When the underdog gets up there and succeeds, I love that. Those are my favorite stories. I just think it's fun. I mean, can you imagine? I'd be rooting for you.
5'6".
There you go. But
I couldn't see over anybody.
But to round out the top 25, the Southeastern Conference has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more teams. The SEC has 15 of the top 25.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. And so that's coming from Baseball America, so it's not coming from a Southeastern Conference type deal, just so you know that. But Nick Mingione has it going on, and I'm really excited about it. It'll be a fun season. Before we take another break, I'll get to this real quick. Justin, here you go. Will from South Central. I listen to Just the Doors with Michael Vander Bennett every morning.
That's right. That's right. You do.
Will from South Central, that's your best text ever, and I love it. So anyway, we're going to take a break right now, Just the Doors. And my name is not Michael Vander Bennett, okay? That sounds bougie right there, Mr. Illinois, with your Publix take right there. But anyway, there. How was that?
Look,
9:42.
We'll take it.
I was still late. Okay.
We'll take it.
All right, we'll be right back. One more segment of Just the, not Doors, Just the Cats coming right up.
Hey, Michael, what are you doing this weekend?
I have no idea, Sam.
Well, I have a suggestion.
What's that?
Old Sopple Brewing.
Oh, yeah, I love it already.
I'll tell you what, we have music every Saturday night and a lot of times on Fridays, and we've got fresh beer.
You do?
We have freshest beer. We make it in-house. It is so good. We got Pilsner, IPA, lagers, different ales, dark beers, hoppy beers.
All right, we're on our last segment on this Wednesday. The last couple of days, the NFL teams have been releasing their new uniforms, helmets, all that kind of stuff. And I've never been much of a fan of this team, but I'm starting to become one because of a lot of the reason is because of some of the players that are former UK players that are up there playing. But the other part is, it's to me, I want to know if you think they are becoming the it team. And the it team that I'm referring to, Justin, is the Buffalo Bills. What do you think? Because did you see the new helmets and the new uniforms that they released the last couple of days?
Nope.
Okay, you need to look it up. They have new alternate unis with blue collars honoring the workers of the city and honoring Nickel City. I never knew Buffalo was known as Nickel City, but I knew it was a big, it's a big blue collar city. I did know that. And I love the meaning behind the meaning. Jersey and pants are predominantly gray with a red and white and blue on the helmet, and that is blue charge helmet that has an oversized cut out the team's logo, which I think is really cool. I mean, there is a cool factor to it.
Those are clean, yeah.
You like them.
I do.
And then now you got the brand new stadium that they're building. I don't know if you saw this, but within the construction of the building, of the stadium, they actually put in a folding table that is broken into the design of the stadium. You laughed. I think it's hilarious too, but I thought that's awesome. So to me, I'm kind of getting to a point where, yep, Buffalo's kind of the cool team right now within the NFL.
I feel like they've been the cool team for
Have you really?
handful of years. Yeah, they haven't been able to push through and get that title, but
yeah,
I feel like every year they're always being talked about. You're constantly seeing people jumping through tables and stuff during their pregame. What do they call that? Tailgates and stuff.
Tailgate. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's anything new that they're now the cool team. I think they were already kind of the cool team.
Really? Okay. Well, when I saw that, it's like, okay, this is awesome. I mean, you got, of course, just to remind everyone, Ray Davis is playing for the Buffalo Bills. Deion Walker is playing for the Buffalo Bills. The cornerback, Maxwell Harrison, is playing for the Buffalo Bills. So and then that makes it kind of easy to transition into now the wrong Josh is playing up there for as quarterback, but he usually plays defense. So, but
you know what that example is for me in the NFL? Unfortunately,
I'm ready.
It's the New York Jets.
How so?
I think they got like 3 or 4 Indiana guys.
Oh, dude, they
so
were.
It's
oh,
like that should be my secondary team, but it's in no way, shape, or form can I cheer for the Jets.
See, that would be me with probably either the Titans and or the Raiders. I've just never been real fans of them, and so yeah. When Will Levis was with the Titans, it's like I can't root for them. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Will. I'm rooting for you, but I am not rooting for the Titans. I can't do it. I don't know if you saw this or not, but last week, 2 people jumped the fence. They went all the way up the Space Needle in Seattle, jumped whatever that keeps you from going over the Space Needle, and base jumped from the Space Needle. Survived and escaped and are still being sought after. Well, can you explain to me why people want to do this kind of crap?
A viral moment.
Is that what it is? They just want a viral moment. You can't brag about it. If you brag about it, you're going to get arrested.
Yeah, but they can tell their friends and people that they trust, and nobody.
Once you tell one person, it spreads to the. Oh, guess what? I know who the person is. Guess what? I heard this person knows who it is, and then all of a sudden you're getting arrested. Once you tell one person, you can't tell me that person is going to keep a secret.
I mean, I would be able to, unless
would you?
Unless it came out and the authorities were like, we're $50,000 reward for helping us find him. Sorry, buddies. Y'all are out.
Okay.
I'm outing you every time.
Man, golly, you're no friend. I mean, you're all about so what you're telling me right now, Justin Kalen, is that you're all about money over friendship.
Absolutely not.
Oh, you just said that.
Well, there comes a certain point. 50,000 is a lot of money. My buddy would want me to take that.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to jail, but no, I want you to have that money, Justin.
I mean, I'll bail him out.
Thanks a lot.
I'll take a portion of the money and bail him out at least. I'm not a jerk.
I don't know. Yeah, you're not a jerk. You turned him in. Now he's got to pay out the lawyer. Are you going to pay the lawyer fees too?
Well, I'm just helping him because I know how stressful that would be if you're out on the run, Constantly looking over your shoulder.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to do the mature thing and make him get it over with.
Okay. All right, then. Well, I can tell you, the two of us are never base jumping, are we?
I would base jump.
I thought you were scared of heights.
I'm more scared of heights now than I used to be, but I mean, my adrenaline junkie side is it hasn't gone anywhere.
No, I'm not doing it. I can get adrenaline junkie side from a lot of other things. It's not jumping off of a building or anything.
Oh, you've
like
never
that.
jumped out of a plane either.
No, I'm never going to.
That's one of the funnest things I've ever done.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, it was
but you've done it in tandem, though, right?
Well, yeah, I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
I would have rather gone solo, but I didn't have a choice.
How many jumps do you have to do before you can go by yourself?
I think 250.
Is it that many?
Yeah, which that's a lot of money skydiving.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. How much does it cost to go one time in tandem?
It was, I want to say for us, it was like 135, 140, something like that.
Wow. That you might as well get your pilot's license because that's the kind of money you're spending right there.
Exactly.
Good gosh, yeah. No, that's I'm not spending that kind of money to do something like that. So, before we go, I did want to ask a question. It's now that I've heard a lot of people talking. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard a lot of people talking that Mark Stoops is still in Lexington. There is going to be a time that UK will celebrate Mark Stoops at a UK football game.
Mm-hmm.
What is the right amount of time to go by before UK invites him back? Because you have to celebrate Mark Stoops. He's the winningest coach in UK football history. He did bring back UK football. You got to believe he's done so much for I think he's done more for UK than he has done worse for UK or done bad. I even negotiated his exit strategy to save UK money because he could have been a jerk and said, no. This is the contract you signed with me. You owe me this money in a lump sum. But no, he worked it out. How long before you think UK invites him back to honor him?
I think it has to be for something memorable. Not necessarily a bowl win, but like 2018, for example, was the first 10-win season.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to bring him back in like 2028 to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of that,
yes,
I'd be okay. But for me, it's almost like you have to have a reason to bring him back, or it's just going to be and feel awkward.
Yeah. I don't know if it feel well. Yeah, it might feel awkward, but I think you just brought the perfect idea up. That they should do it in 2028.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back a number of the players back, and then lo and behold, surprise, surprise, Mark Stoops is here.
Yeah.
And I think, you bring back Benny Snell, you bring back Josh Allen, you bring back all those. Landon Young was a key player on that team. You bring back, was Lynn Bowden on that team? I may or may not been, but.
Or if you wanted to bring him in for 2031 to celebrate 0 wins, I'd be okay with that too.
Whoa.
Hey-oh. See what I did there?
Whoa, that was kind of, yeah. There you go with my favorite joke, but that's mean spirited as far as I'm concerned. But no, I don't think you do something like that. But 2028, it's just a couple of years away.
Yeah,
and I think that's the right amount of time.
But you don't want to bring him back this year. That would
no.
Weird.
That's not what I'm saying. No, not at all. I think you wait a couple of years. And then you bring him back, and, guess what? Everybody loves you. I think there'll come a day and time, when John Calipari's done coaching basketball, that he will come back at Rupp Arena, and people will celebrate him. I very much do.
It'd have to be something similar, like celebrating the 12 title.
I don't know. I mean, we celebrated Rick Pitino, and it was just because they hired Mark Pope back as head coach.
Yeah, but at least there's a connection there. Are you saying Kentucky's eventually going to hire Brad Calipari?
Oh, boy. Let's not go there. Have you watched all the videos that are coming out on Tony Romo?
No.
And him getting arrested?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Like the arrest videos?
Yeah, the police officer video that had the camera on.
I'll check it out.
It's odd. I mean, it's kind of. I looked at it and I think it's kind of sad. If I was out normally on the street and I saw this guy, I don't think I would recognize Tony Romo in a T-shirt and pair of pants.
Probably how he would like it.
I would agree with that. I mean, are there players out there that you never liked that you still wouldn't speak to if you saw them out in the open?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Terrence Jones.
Terrence Jones?
Yeah.
Really?
Wouldn't say I don't care to say one word to him. Hate that dude.
Okay. All right. Then there you go, everybody. He doesn't like Terrence Jones.
I don't know why either. That's the most annoying part is I can't put my finger on why I don't like him.
Yeah.
I just do not like him.
I saw the video of Tony Romo, and I do. I feel really bad for him. He's got this kind of a weird haircut, and he just kind of looks like an old man that looks a little lost.
Who is the
It's
guy? Who's the guy that got in trouble up in Indy? Punched somebody in an alleyway or something?
Oh, yes. Ah. I can't remember who it was. Yes. What about it?
I was just thinking about that, and
okay.
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez.
That's
Yes. What about it?
I don't know. I was thinking about videos
Just
of
random
celebrities.
thoughts. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, tonight, La Familia is playing Kansas alumni, whatever their name is, Jayhawks.
JHX.
Yeah. We got to make a decision. What are we thinking about this game tonight? Truthfully, I'm thinking this is where the road ends. I think that the Kansas team is so jacked up after beating Wichita, the Aftershocks, and having the fight. I think they're coming in here with a mindset we are going to win it all.
I'm the opposite of you. I'm going to say with all the Archie Goodwin drama going down early in this tournament, I think he's going to come out be really good tonight, and La Familia lives to see another day.
I'm so sad to hear that. If you're headed over to the game, I wish a bunch of y'all are.
Well, you picked
Kansas,
Kansas, so one of us is going to be right. One of us is going to be wrong.
I know, but generally when you pick the one team, they lose.
You've been wrong, too.
Well, yeah, but not as much as you. I mean, you're
Whatever.
the consistent one that screws this up. So
See
anyway.
you Thursday.
All right, everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.